Hey football fans, welcome back to Diary TV channel. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and join our community of die-hard football lovers. Today we are looking at a story that is equal parts inspiring and heartbreaking. The journey of Noah Sarenren-Bazee, a player who could have been a star for Nigerian Super Eagles but was held back by a relentless string of injury. Born in Germany to Nigerian parents, Bazi made a bold choice at 22 to pledge his international allegiance to Nigeria over Germany, a decision that could have changed his career forever. But as we sit here today, May 8, 2025, his story is one of unfulfilled potential, resilience, and a fresh start in Germany's third division with Arminia Bielefeld. In today's video, we will break down his journey from his Super Eagles call-up in 2017 to the injury that derailed his dream and where he stands today. We've got a lot to cover, so grab a snack, settle in, and let's get started. Stick around till the end for some thoughts on what the future might hold for this 28-year-old winger. Let's go. Alright, let's set the stage. Noah Joel Sarenren-Bazee was born on August 21st, 1996 in Chell, Germany. Standing at 1.83 meters, this right-footed winger grew up in a football-crazy household with Nigerian parents who instilled a deep connection to their homeland. His early career saw him bounce around German youth teams like SSV Sowensen and Tossel before catching attention at Hannover 96 youth setup in 2013. Now, we know Hannover isn't just any club. And it wasn't just any club as at that time. It was the Bundesliga side with a reputation for nurturing talent. Bazi's speed, dribbling, and flair on the right wing quickly made him a standout, and by 2016, at just 20 years old, he was breaking into Hannover's first team, even as they bounced between the Bundesliga and the Bundesliga 2. His performance was electric, quick balls down the flanks, cutting inside and creating chances. Scouts were taking notice of him, and so were the national team. But here is where it gets interesting. As a German-born player with Nigerian heritage, Bazi had a choice. It was either he represent German where he had played at youth international level or answer the call of Nigeria's Super Eagle. So in 2017, at the age of 22, he made a life-changing decision. Nigeria coach as at that time, Gernot Rau, saw Bazi's potential and invited him to join the Super Eagles for a friendly against Senegal in London. This was huge, a chance to play alongside stars like Victor Osimhen and Wilfried Ndidi. He was thrilled. He's even said recently, reflecting on that moment, that he saw himself becoming a star for Nigeria. But as we can see, fate had other plans. And before we dive into what went wrong, let's talk about why this call-up mattered so much for him and for the Super Eagles. So it was March 2017 and Noah is on cloud 9. He has been called up to the Super Eagles for a high-profile friendly against Senegal. And it wasn't just any game, it was a chance to prove himself on the international stage and cement his place in Nigeria's plan. Nigeria's squad was stacked with talent, and he, with his Bundesliga experience, was seen as a potential game changer on the wing. But here is where the story takes a gut-wrenching turn. He arrived at the Super Eagles camp carrying a knee injury from his club duties with Hannover 96. According to a 2019 report from Hannover Shell Agreement, Coach Gernot Rau noted Noah came with a knee injury and could not train together with the team so far. The hope was that he would recover in time for the game, and even Coach Grenot said he would be treated by us and maybe he could play on the Monday of when he returned. But he wasn't able to play. The knee injury was worse than expected and he was forced to withdraw from the squad. It was more than just a missed game, it was a missed opportunity to make his international debut and show the world what he could do. For a 22-year-old with his whole career ahead of him, this was a major setback, but no one could have predicted how this injury would be the first in a career, in a series that will haunt his career. He returned to Hannover hoping to bounce back, but the injuries kept coming. Knee problems, muscle issue, you name it, he faced it all. Between 2017 and 2019, his playing time was sporadic and the dream of returning to the Super Eagles faded. In 2019, he moved to FC Augsburg in the Bundesliga, hoping for a fresh start, but the injury cost still followed him. Over 4 years at Augsburg, he made just 31 appearances, scoring only once, and that's right, 31 games in 4 years. For a player with his talent, that is pretty heartbreaking. Let's pause here for a second. Imagine Bazi. You've chosen Nigeria over Germany. You've got the talent to shine, but your body keeps betraying you. It's the kind of challenge that will break most players. But his story doesn't end here. Let's talk about his move to Arminia Bielefeld and his latest chapter. And so fast forward to 2023 and Noah is at a crossroad after being released from Augsburg, where injury limited him to just 31 appearances. He needed a new home and then entered Arminia Bielefeld, a club in Germany, 3-point Liga, the third tier of German football. On August 31st, 2023, he signed with Arminia, and his contract was extended in November 2023, set to run until June 30th, 2025. Now, the 3-point Liga might not have the glamour of the Bundesliga, but for him, it was a chance for him to rebuild, and yes, he did rebuild, at least at first. In his first season, he showed flashes of the player he once was, using his pace and skill to trouble defender. But tragedy struck again on October 31st, 2023 during a DFB-Pokal match. As documented, he suffered a devastating ACL tear. And for those who knew the medical team, just 14 minutes into the game, that was a heartbreaker. It wasn't just another injury, it was a career-defining moment. An ACL tear could sideline a player for 9 to 12 months. And for a 27-year-old with history of injuries, this was a brutal blow. But his response was inspiring. Arminia camera followed his grueling 291 days rehab process with surgeries in March to his first step back into the training pitch, and on August 17, 2024, he made his comeback in a DFB-Pokal match against Hannover 96, the same club where his Super Eagles dream began. As of today, May 8, 2025, he is back playing for Arminia Bielefeld. In a recent match against TSV 1960 Motion, he scored a 6.6 SofaScore rating. He earned a 6.6 SofaScore rating, showing that he still got something good to offer. He said, and I quote, "It's a fresh start for me now. I feel really good with my body and now I can fully trust myself in all situations." That's the kind of mindset that keeps player going. But the question is, and still remains, can he keep fit and climb back to the top? We will see with time though. Let's move on. So, where does Noah stand today? Well, we all know that at 28, he is no longer the young prospect who turned heads at Hannover. His decision to choose Nigeria over Germany didn't lead to a Super Eagles stardom that he envisioned. Reflecting on that choice, he said, "I could have been a star with the Nigerian team after my decision to commit to Nigeria at 22. It didn't work out, and I have to take it with the hopes that I have a good career to reflect on." That quote hit hard. It's raw, it's honest, and it shows a player who has come to the terms of his journey. The Super Eagles' dream may be over. He was snubbed again by Coach Gerrard in the 2019 AFCON qualifiers, and at 28, a call-up seems unlikely, but his career isn't finished yet. He's still got time to make an impact at where he is now, and who knows, a strong season in the 3-point Liga could catch the eye of a higher tier club. Looking forward, his immediate challenge is staying fit. With his injuries history from knee issues at Hannover to the ACL tear at Arminia, it will be a constant shadow that follows him. But with his recent performance, likely the one against 1960 Motion, it shows that he is not done yet. Arminia's next core big test is a DFB-Pokal clash against SV Werder Bremen on February 26. For fans, his story is a reminder of how fragile a football career can be. Talent alone isn't enough. You need luck, you need timing, and a body that cooperates. Of course, Bazi had the talent, but luck wasn't always on his side. But still, his resilience is something to admire. What do you think? Would he be able to make a comeback, or is his story a cautionary tale? Drop your thoughts in the comment below. And that's it for today's story into Noah's roller coaster career. If you've enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, share with your football mates, and hit that subscribe button for more stories like this. We're dropping new content every week, so turn on the notification to stay in the loop. What's next for Bazi? Only time will tell, but one thing is clear: his passion for the game has not faded. So let's keep an eye on him in the Liga. Let's see how well he holds up. Until next time, keep loving football, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.